One, we the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out, prophesying the truth and the downfall of America, this wicked kingdom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, His Son name, the correct name, according to the ancient Hebrew that we have today, which is very reliable according to facts, which what my video will be based on, just part 3. And I want to give double honors and praise to the great millstone, to the elders of great millstone, and the teachers and the apostles and all the Akim pushing his word out and doing his work in truth, sincerity, and charity. You know, and not give you false doctrines and false names, and according to how they feel, man. But you know, doing it the correct way. But basically, I just want to go into back into the Hebrew alphabet. It has in the 1611. Bible, if you have one. I'm gonna just get right to it. Hope it's edifying. Well, right here, this is a Hebrew booklet from our elders that was put together, you know, through the Spirit according to facts. Here you have the correct Hebrew alphabet: the Abba, Gada, Hawa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Ta, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta. You know, with that we able to understand and put together the true meaning and the true name of the Most High, using the meanings that He gave. You know, and you can also go through the download the My Sword app and see the definitions and understandings of the names, and then you can also be able to translate the correct way how words should be pronunciated with the correct alphabet, and not that Yiddish, which the so-called Jewish people speak today. They're not the real Jews. They the devil that the Bible speak of, the tribe and descendants of Esau, Edom, Cain, which is that wicked one. But not to get too deep off track, man, they not the chosen people. You feel me? But I basically want to go into the scripture real quick. This is Psalms 119. This Psalms 119. Now, when you read through, it got the Hebrew alphabet written out through it, you know, but they're not with correct pronunciations, because the Jewish people pronounce theirs totally different, because the Most High would not give them the pure language, because they're not the chosen. So theirs are pronounced some type of, it's basically a sent out translation. No, that's the first one being A, Ba, Ga. But they have this different pronunciation because that's not reliable. There's no E's in Hebrew. There's no O's in Hebrew. There's no U's in Hebrew. There's no J's in Hebrew. There's no V's in Hebrew. You know? So these pronunciations are incorrect according to facts, according to scriptures, according to the Spirit and faith. And we know and we believe, you know. It's 22, but it's not the correct as this, which is the great men and our elders who labored to give us this. But the scriptures also tell you, man, I just want to pull this out. This is Psalms 119. You know, the Hebrew alphabet is there, but, you know, the pronunciation is off. You know, when you go to Zephaniah 3 and 9, it tell you. Zephaniah 3 and 9, for then will I turn to the people, the Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve Him with one consent. And what's the name of the Lord? Yahweh, being the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, He to be, He exists, because the word Yah means He at the beginning. They're the only two that have that name and deserve that name, and it's not a title, it's their correct name. And Yahweh Shai, He's salvation, He deliverer. You know, God, Lord. Those are just titles, and many are titles, but they have a name that they're required to be called by and worshipped and honored through faith, works, and charity, and truth and sincerity. Not being a sellout and still calling on the name, not being unruly and still calling on the name, not being disobedient to your spiritual parents who taught you this truth, who brought you up and gave you the breakdowns and gave you how to go through the words and how to break down prophecies. And how to break down these strongholds and these stumbling blocks in the scriptures, like Jesus and, Gentiles, and, the dark sayings and the parables You know, these men, our elders and our teachers, a great millstone, and the elders that labor before them. You know, we hold fast to that, and you know, we still stay obedient to that, man, because these men have did tremendous works, man. 30+ years, starting with our elders on down from Great Millstone. You know, they've been laboring, man, and they came up under great men too as well, man. But just stay on topic. You know, that's just the scripture proving that we have the correct language, we have the correct name, we have the correct doctrine, because the name is a part of doctrine, and the scriptures tell you. Just to get it real quick, the scriptures tell you, Acts 4 and 12. Acts 4 and 12. Neither is there salvation